Super excited. Stash Raiders is taking its first flight. It's crazy. Being able to travel through this.
Do you need a light?
First time in Hawaii without Stash Raiders to take it.
For this episode, I'm linking up with my boy Tyler of Vintage Heatwave. He's someone I've been following for a minute. Always wanted to check out his stash because it's a mixture of rap tees, other cool stuff, and mainly vintage Stussy. So really hyped to check out what he's got in the stash.
I was always into clothes, so my freshman year in college, my homie's like, bro, like you should get into vintage and shit, and I was like, nah, that's disgusting, bruh. But I always saw him like flexing and some stuff, but it was like super hard to me, so I was like, I'm gonna do it, like, fuck it. So we went to Goodwill Bins. I remember the first time I went in there, I was like, why do you guys shop here, bro? I was like, nah, so I was just picking stuff for them and giving it to them. And then I think like a summer after that, I found like a Nike shirt, and it was a New York one of a guy like paddling, and it was like an art shirt, and I was like, damn. Bought that, and then I started only for extra large, and everything extra large I just keep it, stash it, and if not, give it to him. And then that started to build it up. And then I remember at one point I started just liking clothes, so I had like a stack of clothes in my room, and at the time I was working at like a dishwashing job, bruh. All my money went to that, and I was like, what am I doing? Like, why do I have all these clothes that can't fit me? So I started my Instagram, and that's how that happened. So I was kind of lucky.
How many pickers would you have on average over at in Oregon?
On a crazy day,
yeah,
maybe like 10.
Ah, that's nothing.
I remember one time I was at LA Bins and I was like, oh, it's kind of, there's not many pickers in here.
Bro, it's okay, you can touch anything.
I was like, I remember saying to myself, like, there's not many pickers in here today. And I counted just for fun, there was 18.
18?
That's a slow day.
How do you guys all find shit then?
Bro, it's just, they're just bigger and so much stuff comes out.
Jeez.
So, yeah, everybody.
Dude, if there's 18, I'd go home. I'd be like, fuck this.
That's what we do now. We go home right away when someone comes in. We're like, oh, we gotta go.
Well, I live in Hawaii and I was born here. So Stussy's always been like a part of Hawaii culture. So our brands here like surf, like Volcom, Quicksilver, Stussy, Ruka, and TNC. Do you know what that one is? Those shirts are actually blowing up. I think they're like $100 each, some shit. But it was all that. And then in high school I'd wear, oh no, before 8th grade, I wear just like Stussy and all that. And after that I started to get into like other kind of streetwear, I guess, at the time. And then Stussy kind of faded out for me. But then I remember like while I was doing this whole thing, I was like, damn, like rap tees I don't feel really too connected to it anymore. So I was looking for something that I could like relate to. So Stussy was probably that. I sold like a bunch of my rap tees, bought a bunch of Stussy, got into that way. Now I'm just like going into the history, which is kind of fun.
Stuff or anything, everything looks really organized. So I see tees right here, tees up there. What's
Yep.
the organization right here?
So this is like personal,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's like the rap tee section-ish.
Yeah.
And then this is where I put everything, so it's like the stuff I post.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just have it up here, and then I'll like run through it, like grab like maybe like 4 or 5 pieces,
Yeah.
put in my bag, and then go downtown and take pictures, and then post it up. And then that bin is like what's been on my Instagram but hasn't sold yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then everything else is like, I guess personals on the wall or whatever.
Personals on the wall, and then just other.
Other pieces, yeah.
And this right here. So, oh, is this the Stussy collection right here?
Bro, yeah. I honestly sold a lot of my rap tees to just go into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It kind of hurt, but I like it a lot more.
I think that's what I'm mostly hyped to see is the Stussy collection.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is like probably like my favorite top pieces, and they all came from the bins, bro.
Yeah.
All LA bins. I was like, what the fuck? So it's like the 80s prints.
Mm-hmm.
So like put it on there.
Wow.
Like the copyright in 89. It's
Yeah.
like front and back.
Wow.
Sounds sick. I like this one a lot because of the wear, bro. Like the paint. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Super thin.
That's my girl perfect.
Yeah.
But she's always too scared to wear it.
Yeah.
This one's kind of my favorite. It's like an Oregon homie. It's super weird. The tag's upside down.
Yeah. On upside down.
Someone messaged me and said maybe it was like back then they had not like a recall, but like, you know how Nike has some defects?
Yeah.
And then they just put in like that little box.
Yeah.
I have one of those. Like, they put it on sale or some shit. It's like that. So I guess that's like an example of it, but jeez. Well, I guess like the same, so maybe they put like upside down tag.
Yeah.
I have another
To let people
one,
know
I
that
think.
it's like maybe defected or something like that.
Yeah. Yes, this is it. This is the only other one I have with the upside down tag. I don't know the real reason, but that's what I'm thinking maybe.
Somebody will let us know. For
Yeah,
sure.
probably,
Somebody's
yeah.
gonna comment it on
Some
the video.
OGs are gonna be like, bruh, come on.
But
yeah,
yeah, like,
bro.
dude, that's Stussy 101. That's like the first thing you know about. Somebody's gonna get pissed
Yeah,
about it.
probably.
So I'm from Maui, and actually I was born in Oahu, but I moved when I was 2, so I just say I'm from here. And like clothes here wasn't really like, people would just buy clothes to have clothes, but they don't care what's on it. But like I remember pretty early on, maybe like 6th or 7th grade, I like really cared. I'd be looking for like specific brands and shit, and then I got into all that. And then when I moved to Oregon, talking about my homie, that shit happened. And then he put me onto vintage, and I was like, I always talk to him. I'm like, bro, like, literally, if I never met you or crossed paths, I would still be on like some hype shit. So probably not, I'd be on like maybe just Supreme, bro. But he like blessed me with just vintage. So like that whole shit went out the window. Now I'm just on the vintage game. And then while I was there, I didn't have to pay for rent and all that. So all my money just went straight to clothes, which was like a big benefit. And then built that whole collection and like got more into like the better pieces. And then thrift like the small ones, sell that, save that money, and then get the big ones. And that's what that happened. I think that's probably why I got a little bit bigger, is because it was like the better pieces and stuff. And then senior year, my girl graduated. I still have a year. She was like, damn, I got a job offer in Maui. And I was like, word, like, I'm kind of down to move back. And she's like, all right. So she accepted it. And I was like, fuck, like, this is happening. Like, I was happy for her. But in the back of my head, I was like, fuck, like, there's no thrifts, no good. We have one Goodwill, but it's just like current event kind of shirts, bro. It's like 50 of them, no come ups. The only come up I had was literally a plain Fruit of the Loom crew neck, and that's it. So now I've just been online, just like messaging people like, boom, buy that way. And it kind of works better, I guess, because I'm buying just the better pieces. So it's like a good and a bad, but now I want to focus on making my own clothes. So I'm going to start drawing stuff, and hopefully maybe in like 6 months or like 3 months, I'll be putting some shit out. Hopefully that works. I'm buying an iPad for that.
Yeah, So uniquely Stussy. And is it Stussy or Stussy?
I say Stussy. People say
Stussy,
Stussy.
yeah.
I heard some other stuff too. So
Well, it's got the 2 little dots right there, so it's supposed to be Stussy, right?
I saw I bought an art book, and I thought it was like original, like maybe he drew some shit. Looked through it, came in, and it was like some sus drawing. So I was like, bro, I gotta look this up. I feel like he honestly kind of bit that.
Really?
Like, if I can pull up a picture, maybe there's like a book out there, and it's the same exact signature. And I was like, damn, did he steal that shit?
Well, I feel like probably because a lot of the Stussy stuff, like Supreme stuff, like they kind of just like rip things and put like a street flavor on it. You know what I mean?
Like, that's pretty close, bro.
Yeah, that is. So what is this?
I mean, not perfectly. I don't know. It's like a drawing book. So I bought it and I had to return it because I guess there's no examples of it.
Yeah.
But it was like weird pictures.
So
like
that's not
abstract.
even Stussy related. That's like
there's like a real artist.
that's
named
an artist
Stussy,
did
yeah.
that. Oh wow,
It was
that's
crazy.
interesting. I wonder what that influence had on him and like what he was doing here,
I
because
don't know.
the name of this brand is unique. Like you don't know, I don't know what it is. I never, I thought it was just a word that he made up. But yeah, maybe it's derived from that artist that you were talking about.
Maybe.
This one's cool, super thin, got the wear on it. I love pieces that have wear on them. And just like any graphic, like this black and white, but once you throw this on there and you add like a nice color to it, it's just gonna pop, you know? So so how many Stussy pieces do you have altogether?
I couldn't tell you. I mean, nothing crazy, not like 100, maybe like 50-ish.
50 pieces?
60-ish.
Oh shit, all right.
I have some in the closet. But
Yeah,
it's not like,
let's
it's
get
not like
through them. I
crazy,
think I
crazy
want to do
shit.
the Stussy pieces first before we go on to the rap tees and stuff.
It's
Personally, that's what I was the most hyped to see.
But bro,
So this is so what's the story behind this? Because didn't they get like a cease and
cease and
desist?
desist, yeah.
This was like in the 90s, right?
I think, honestly, I think it was like 02.
Oh, okay.
So there's like a weird shit. So like, there's a bunch of single stitch shirts that are Stussy and all that, but they're not from the 90s. They're like, can range to I think like 04.
Yeah.
So I'll show you the tag. It's not actually 2000 or 90s. Yeah, I don't know. This zip is whack.
So and then one of the best ways to tell if the Stussy is vintage is if it's made in USA. Unless you know tags, like this one right here, I could just tell off top is a vintage
Honestly,
piece.
I've seen a bunch of F tags, but I don't really know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know
Size
where
F.
they're from. Maybe Japan or some shit.
Yeah, size.
Female.
I've actually never seen that. Size F.
I think it's female.
Oh, really?
word?
Well, I don't know. This is
Damn.
kind of like, well, I mean, they did wear stuff like baggy and like oversized back then, but this one's dope because it's kind of like a fleece material,
Yeah.
and it's got these little Stussy hits down the sleeve embroidered.
There's one, bro. It looks like a Patagonia D-pile. And I've been on the hunt for that shit.
This one's really just getting my attention. I don't know. I guess because I like this fleece quarter zip, and it's got like the Gucci kind of like double S's right there. This one's really fire. I'm a fan of like camo stuff.
Same, bro. I think out of all my SBs, I just like those.
The camo joints.
Yeah, there's like no name to it. They're not popular, but I think they hit.
Dude, all right. So another thing I really love is cargo pants.
Bro,
so these
those
are
fucking
insane.
hit.
Nice big, like this is, I forget what this is called, but like kind of like a carpenter pant style. You
Yeah,
can
for
hang
sure.
the hammer on there. Drawstring, super cozy. Big cargo pocket with the huge embroidered Stussy on it. I've never seen these. These are
Nah,
dope.
me neither.
Have you ever posted these?
Nah, there's a
Nah.
bunch of stuff I haven't posted yet.
Yeah, that's why we're here. Stash Raiders. See the stuff you haven't seen. These are dope. Little drawstrings down by the bottom.
Got like some hoodies.
And there it is right
I'm
there.
waiting for winter, bro.
This is for the vintage nerds. Stussy tag, made in USA. Something about that made in USA on the tag just gets me hyped every time. So Stussy, you know, they had the big hits, like we had the camo with, you know, the pants, cargo pants with the big embroidery on the pocket, but then I also really like the really clean small hits like this one. It's just got that little gun on the chest, in the middle of the chest. Yeah. And that's really all you need right there.
The little
Single
hit.
stitch. Yeah. Not even a sleeve hit, literally just that
Just
little
that
piece.
little piece.
But that artwork is so
The
dope.
first one I got, I thought it was at least like that big.
Yeah.
And then I came in and I was like,
It's like
yo,
that
where's
tiny.
the graphic? And I was like, nah, that's kind of hard, I guess.
Yeah, no, I love it. I sometimes when I see graphics like this, I wish I could be in that boardroom and they were talking about
True.
making the tea. You know, like what,
True.
why this and why this small?
Why that's small?
You know? So yeah, just because it makes me think that and imagine that, that's what makes it dope, in my opinion.
Bro, I wish that one fit me.
Stussy, king size. It's dope.
I think that one's sick.
Yeah.
I got that one from Us Vintage.
Us Vintage. Shout out
early
James.
on, bro.
Us Vintage. So this is
Like,
one of the
way-
earlier pieces that you started.
That was the first one I bought.
Yeah.
So I don't really know when it was, but it was a long time ago. And I was like, yo, I'm trying to get a bunch of this shit. And he was like, all right, bet.
So like when I first started following you, I remember it was like crazy rap tees.
Yeah.
And then at one point it started becoming Stussy, and I was like, that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
So at what point, like what came over you to just say like, I want to just start collecting Stussy?
Like, I love rap tees, and I'll still buy them. But like, I don't know, like the people who collect it, some of them are dope, don't get me wrong, they're hella dope. But there's a bunch of heads out there, bro, they're like pretty selfish with it. And it gets pretty grimy. Like, you'd be like, oh, I got this shirt, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, I want it. And you're like, what? Like, it's my shirt, bro. And he's like, no, like, I want it, though. And you're like, what? Like, how are you going to take my shirt? I don't know. But, dude, yeah, there's a bunch of cool people for sure.
And I think also in like, even in LA, like Rose Bowl, that's one thing that I heard from a lot of people is like, oh, Rose Bowl, you know, it's just a bunch of people with rap tees. They're trying to sell them for $1,000. Like, I don't know, it just, it kind of got mixed up with like the hype beast culture.
Kind of it. Oh, definitely.
And people just kind of started running with it, and like it kind of started feeding people's egos. And
bro, it got weird.
Yeah, I was just chopping it up with the homie the other day, and we were talking about how, you know, when everybody first started getting into vintage, like the rap tees was the main thing, you know? And I kind of feel there was a point where they kind of went down.
Yeah.
Now they're back up again because
Yeah.
people just love rap tees, you know? But I think the reason it went down, like the popularity of rap tees and the price of them and stuff, is because of that, like you're saying, like just different people's attitudes. And it's because they were rare, they were hard to find.
100%.
Now they're just coming out of every hole, you know what I mean?
Everywhere.
But I think that's just because there's more and more people stepping into vintage,
Yeah.
and they just got plugs, you know what I mean? Like,
Bro, Chico, that video dude, him,
oh yeah,
that's the man right there. That's my first rap tee.
yeah.
I remember I went to Melrose, and I was like, okay, I have $200. Like, I'm gonna spend it on one rap tee. And I was like, back then, I think I spent at most $20 on a shirt. So I was tripping out. And then it was between the Pac and then that shirt. But then I went back because I was trying to get the Pac, and then someone had stole it. What's his name? I forget his name. He's got like crazy hair, super funny. He just opened a shop like not too long ago.
Oh, no, I don't know.
I forget his name. But that shit sucked, bro. I felt so bad. He's like, damn, bro, somebody really just stole it. We're like running around looking for them, but they're gone.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, this is wild right here. What is this?
I like that one. It's like an Air Force One.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of like the 80s Nike tee with the shoe on it, you know, where it's got like a shoe hanging off the shoulder.
Bro, that would have been tough.
This is fire.
Like
So
the
this
shoulder
is,
string.
again, on that silver tag, made in USA, single stitch, and it's just got a shoe with the double S's on it, and that's all it's got on it. Nice yellow color, just dope.
This one though, it's like the simple logo.
Let me see this one.
It's like a
So is
black
this
thin
typically
tag.
the 80s tag
Yeah,
right here?
that's the 80s tag. There's one more, and I haven't gotten it, but it's like, I don't know, the material is like kind of shiny.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit, I'm still looking.
And you don't
for it.
have one of that tag? Oh,
Nah,
wow, that's interesting.
it's the first tag.
Really?
Yeah, so if I ever see one for sale, I'll probably cash out just for the tag.
So this is the second
Yeah,
tag.
yeah.
Okay. This looks like the one that was upside down up there.
Mhm.
And those are 80s too, right?
Yeah, those ones are all 80s.
Dope. So 80s Stussy right here. So this is an OG logo with like a little back
Little
hit
back
right
hit.
there, beach roots, and little like kind of shadowing behind the signature right there. Okay, cool.
I like this one. It's pretty tough.
That's dope.
And then this one's actually a good one.
So already in the 80s, we're seeing the font, the iconic font for
Yeah.
Stussy. Yeah.
Dude, that's by Sean Stussy too. There's a book out there. I need to get it.
So he's done that. That's like his own. That's his handwriting right there. Like he created that font.
He just did a recent tee, bro. It's like a photo tee.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. It wasn't even on Stussy.
Mm-hmm.
It was like him and a buddy, and they made like maybe 40 shirts, and I got one of them. Took forever though.
Really, you got
Like,
it
the
here?
site was it's right over there. It's like a dog. I'll show it to you.
I for sure will check it out right now.
There's like an invite shirt for like their first like get together,
Yeah.
like DJs and all that kind of shit, like artists.
Yeah.
It's sick. I had another one, but I just sold it.
So I see like surfing, and then I see like, you know, I consider them like streetwear, and then there's like a DJ, like a party thing going on right there. So how would you say like the brand, like who was wearing the brand when it first came out?
Probably like kids who are like breaking, maybe. Definitely like skaters, surfers. That's why I like it, because when I grew up, Stussy was already good. So I like grew up wearing Stussy, all this and that. So it's funny, I see like pictures of me wearing Stussy. I think it's so sick. But then my cousin had a bunch, so I think it's been here since probably like definitely maybe late 80s, early 90s. So it's always been in Hawaii.
Yeah.
That's why I'm hoping the garage sales hit.
Yeah.
I'm like praying I find a surfboard. That's like my grill. There's like another like I think this is a staff shirt. Like I'm pretty sure this is a staff shirt.
Stop daydreaming and kick it in 91. Happy holidays, Stussy crew.
Crazy on the 80s tag too,
That's sick. Long sleeve.
Yeah.
Holidays, cheers. Yeah, probably like a Christmas party type.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, and this artwork on the back just kind of makes you, again, like it evokes thought, because it's a Christmas tee, but it's like, why this sketch picture of this woman looking out the window?
Yeah, I don't.
You
She's
know?
daydreaming, bro.
Yeah.
She gotta stop.
I love that. That's really dope.
This
On
is
the
that
80s
one
tag.
photo. I'm surprised not a lot of people copped it. Like, I think there's still some on the site, bro.
So this is a recent piece right here that he did, and so what's up with this one? Like, what's
So
the story behind it?
I guess his friend, I'm not really sure how to say it, 'cause it's like some overseas type shit, but he has like an art gallery, and then all the proceeds went to that.
Oh, okay.
So it was like a homie deal.
Yeah.
But that was sick. I was like, damn, like a photo style tee, like a little dog.
And only 40 of those were made?
I don't know the actual number, but when I went on to buy it,
Yeah.
there were like 15 of XLs, and then like 10 mediums and like 10 like smalls.
Yeah.
I don't know if they made a large though.
That's sick.
But it's like this kind of style.
Yeah.
So this is what I look for.
All right, so you said something about a Stussy Tom Tom. So what's a Stussy Tom Tom?
This is one. This is like a simple one. So this one's plain and gray. But I have some right here actually. It's like right here. So from here, it's like these are the tags. They're like thin black ones. This is a pretty simple one too. And there's a long sleeve. This one's kind of sick.
That's dope. Long
I like
sleeve.
this one just because of like, I don't know, it looks weird. Looks like a guess kind of.
Yeah.
This one's different, so it's kind of like a tom-tom, but they call them mock necks.
Yeah.
So if there's no pocket and it's just like a fancy neck, they're called mock necks.
Yeah.
And then this one, do you see the Rasta one I had?
Can I see this one?
Yeah, for sure.
You posted it? I think I might have, yeah.
So that one's like the one people want. There's a red neck.
Yeah.
That's like the most special one, I guess.
Do you still have it, or you sold it?
Sold it, I think Full Court. I think Full Court Classics has it. I forget who it was. Or Varsity, maybe.
So a Stussy Tom Tom is basically like this patterned t-shirt
Little pocket tee. Little
with
hit.
that little tag on the side of the
Yeah.
pocket tee. Okay, that's super cool. This is something that I didn't know about. That one kind of looks like a Versace kind of
Yeah.
look. Yeah,
I like it. It's simple.
that's really dope. And one of the like more popular Tom Toms is, what'd you say it was? It's kind of got like
It's like a
Rasta colors on
Rasta
it?
way, yeah. It's sick. That one's probably my favorite, but they always run small. So it's like you have to get an XL for sure. You can't squeeze into a large.
Yeah,
And then personal wise for Stussy, I don't have like crazy ones, you know?
yeah,
I kind of keep it simple.
yeah.
It's like this one's just graffiti and the same print on the back or a little hit.
Sick. That one looks like brand new too.
Yeah, dude. So I had my overseas people, and I was like, "Yo, buy every Stussy PCC," and like I was buy it out. So this one guy was sending me like a brick, literally of like 30 to 40 shirts, and then one day he hit me back and he's like, "Dude, they're all gone," and I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, there's none left here." I was like, "Fuck."
Wow.
So that's when it ended, and I'd say that's when people were like hella on it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm buying that shit. This
Oh,
is a new
dude,
one.
that's another tee that you got
Yeah.
for me. Yes.
Yeah, this is a new one,
Yeah.
but I think it's ew.
That's fire.
Jay Dilla.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing with this one is that what made it so sick to me is that it's Jay Dilla. He's a major, influence in hip hop. Rest in peace, passed away. And even though, this is recent, 2006, it's still dope. Like, this is something that I feel like maybe in another 10 years is going to be a grail. Like,
There's some
Stussy,
Tribe
Jay
ones
Dilla.
too.
Yeah.
Like Tribe Called Quest ones, they're hard. I have one of these for the personal, like the Air Force ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
That's
It's
sick.
a simple shirt.
Yeah, it's a good color too.
And another monogram.
That's sick.
This is a new Tom Tom, but I have a matching mug for it, so I just bought the shirt. I was like,
This
bro,
is
I fucking
new? Like,
need
how
it.
new is this one?
I want to say like 2000 something.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because at first glance, that tag was kind of old. But yeah, once I got down here, yeah, that's sick. So that's how you know, like, you really like Stussy is like you got the vintage and you got newer stuff too, just because you just
I'm
dig the
running
vibe.
with it. Yeah, it's super sick still.
That's
Like,
super
I'll still go on their website. They just had a drop this Friday,
Yeah,
but all the heat was women's, bro.
yeah.
Like, the pants and the shorts are so nice, but I was like, dude, they're all women. This one I'm happy on. My first 80 shirt that fits me. It's like
Great
a simple
condition
one.
too. Yeah.
I like that one. And even this is a new one I just bought at a store. It's a Ken Price one. Sick artwork.
That's fire. Yeah.
And then Full Court Classics, bro, he killed it. That shit is fucking,
Yeah.
I thought it was so ill. I was like, bro, I need one. I actually got that mock neck from him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it goes into like skateboarding.
Skateboarding tees.
Yeah, nothing like too crazy. I'd say they're probably the craziest
Ooh,
shirts
this
I have.
Moscow one right here.
Bro, this
That's
one guy gave me like
sick.
a bulk sale. And I was like, hell yeah.
That's dope. Yeah, this is right here, classic. Just his silhouette sitting down on the board like that.
I have
It's
that
fire.
one.
Fat ass shorty's tongue on there. It's dope.
This is like the classic one. I wish this
You have
fit.
it. Oh, that's
I
sick.
hella wish this one fit.
Wow, that
It's
looks
a-
actually like a good size. What size is that?
It's
Like
not bad. It's a large.
it's a large.
But I definitely stick to XL.
I've seen this tee face to face probably like 2 or 3 times. It's always tiny,
Mm-hmm.
always tiny.
It's like a skinny fit.
Yeah, but that's a good size, dude. Wow, that's amazing.
And then these were like my favorite probably in skateboarding. This is a milk shirt. So this is from Mark Gonzalez, like artwork he did.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like blind video days. I got 2 of them. This one's I'd say in better condition, but I kind of like the stains, bro.
Yeah.
Like makes it, I don't know, I think it makes it look way sicker.
Mm-hmm.
Cashed out heavy on
So
that.
was this artwork done by them themselves?
It's all Mark Gonzalez.
Yeah.
So Mark Gonzalez is like my personal goat, like probably over rappers as well. But
Yeah.
I had one sick shirt. I wish I still had it, but I sold it. But it's like a Alcatraz one, and it's like skate, go to prison.
Yeah.
Make a bunch of reprints of that one, dude. That shirt hits.
Exclusive for C. Hosoi
Christian Asoy,
by famous painter
Mark
Mark Gonzalez.
Yeah.
I love that, dude. And that's actually like something that I've said, like, oh, if 1980 something co gets big and I could start selling 1980 something co t-shirts, I want to just draw my own artwork for those tees, you know, because I think that kind of goes back to what you would see a lot like with the vintage skate tees now, is that these dudes were actually doing their own artwork, you know?
Bro, you should. I'm buying an iPad just to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be sick. You asked me like what kind of hip hop do you like more, like West Coast or East Coast?
Yeah.
So I feel like yours is East Coast.
East Coast.
I think East Coast just hits. Like, their style, like Biggie Smalls is my favorite rapper of 90s wise. He's just crazy. Like, he's super, like, chill. When I think of rap and you hear him rapping, like, he's, like, to me, the definition of rap. Like, I think he's number one. Like, his style, he's just, like, chilling. But his bars are just, like, destroying you. But I feel like he's just, like, chilling back. Well, I feel like some West Coast is, like, pretty aggressive, like Ice Cube. Like, I like Ice Cube and shit. But I feel like they're, like, fast and aggressive, where, like, Biggie's, like, chilling. But he's just, like, destroying you slowly. I don't know. I think that shit hits.
And this is like my rap tees, I guess, now.
All right, rap tees
Fins
section.
out.
So this part right here, I'm super excited for, because like I said, when I first started following you like a few years ago, I was just like crazy rap tee guy. So
That's what I like, bro.
Yeah, and like, what's the one that you have in there that's the oldest that you've probably had since even back then?
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you, probably none of these.
So it kind of just keeps cycling stuff in and out.
Yeah, so like sometimes I'll like, cause I was in college,
Mm-hmm.
so I'd be like, fuck, I need dough. So I'm like, fuck it, just cash out. Like I had crazy pieces.
Mm-hmm.
But then also it'd be like this. So these I don't mind keeping up, cause I consider it like art.
Yeah.
But like this kind of shit, if I can fit it and I'm not wearing it, it
Mhm.
kind of bugs me. I'm kind of wasting it because
Yeah.
I know somebody's gonna want to wear it.
Yeah.
So I'll just sell it. Like if I catch myself, like even through these, if I'm not wearing it a lot,
Yeah.
especially now in Hawaii, it's too
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
I'll probably get rid of a lot.
Yeah.
Like I'll probably only keep this one. I love this one. This one's insane. I think DJ Premier is like one of the sickest DJs. So that's why I keep this one.
Wow.
And Guru's sick as fuck.
Yeah. Dude, this
Not
is
bad.
insane. What the hell? So this is one of the greatest hip hop groups ever, greatest hip hop duos. When I started getting into hip hop, like I listened to rap growing up as a kid, like, 90s rap, because that's what, we used to listen to. But once I started really digging into hip hop, one of the first groups, and still to this day to me, that kind of embodies the hip hop sound is obviously DJ Premier for so many reasons, production wise. But this group right here, like Guru's voice over the DJ Premier production is just legendary. Mass Appeal, one of their greatest songs.
Yo, bro, probably my favorite one.
This is sick. Black
East Coast,
and white.
bro. Do you like East Coast or West Coast better?
I mean, I'm a fan of all hip hop, really,
True.
but I really have a lot of respect for what the East Coast sound is like. The
That's my
samples,
favorite, bro.
you know what I mean? The boom bap sound.
They're just laid back, but they're just
Yeah.
destroying you at the same
Yeah.
time. So you're like, bro, they just kill it.
Yeah.
Biggie Small is my favorite.
Yeah, they get lyrical with it.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, I love East Coast hip hop for sure. So this one's cool. It's got the great colors on it. That front hit, I don't think I've ever seen this one. Is this really crazy right here? Am I like?
No, it's a rare shirt.
Yeah, this is
so
insane.
it's funny. There's this site called like BUYEE. It's like a Japan eBay. And I saw this and I snapped. I was like, bro, I'm buying it.
Yeah,
It comes in, bro, this print is like this big.
yeah.
It's like a hella bad reprint. I'm still waiting on my money, bro. I sent it back, but they emailed me.
Yeah.
They're like, we don't do returns. And I'm
Yeah.
like, am I out 400?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Jeez.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, this is crazy. I mean, this is the kind of tee that I look at and I'm like, I want to just wear this. Like, throw it on with some jeans and like some kicks, and I already know I'm gonna be fly.
Craziest part is, it's a large. Like,
Yeah.
it fits so big.
Yeah. Well,
So
that's
I
the
was
thing with these
happy.
bootlegs is that they never got that. They wouldn't get shit right, So like
Yeah.
sometimes you'll have a bootleg that's like fits
Small
all
as
like
hell.
awkward and like, and then the graphic is off
Crooked.
over here.
Yep.
And that's what you get when you deal with the bootleg. But this one right here for a large is a good size, good XL, and just like I said, just looks like you want to wear it. Good hang, nice graphic on it.
That's probably one of my favorites besides
Yeah, I'm
this
hyped
one.
on this one. This one's really sick,
I just got this.
Yeah.
I've literally been waiting like
dude.
maybe 2 years,
Yes.
3 years for this.
So like, remember how earlier I was saying like rap tees, when everybody first started getting into it, got into them for the obvious reasons, like 90s was the birth of like hip hop going into mainstream, and there was just so many characters at that time, like, to have these shirts kind of idolizing them, like, yeah, for sure, that's why it's hot when people start getting into vintage. Then it kind of dropped for like the ego reasons and just like the bullshit that we were talking
Yeah.
about. But now I feel like they're back again because they're kind of coming out, they're kind of a little bit more accessible, price went up. But what's going on is like people aren't just focusing on the Pocs. There's different
Yeah.
artists that are
Yeah,
coming
that's
up.
true.
So like I saw Fat Joe the other day, and I was like, dude, that's fire. Because Fat
His
Joe
birthday
is
yesterday.
yeah. I saw a Fat Joe rap tee the other day. I was like, I've never seen that, and I've seen a lot of rap tees. That's fire. He's also East Coast rap scene, a legendary rapper. But he came up with this legend right here, one of my favorite rappers of all time, Big Pun, and I think that's even rarer. A Big
Dude,
Pun rap tee.
That shit just hits.
I don't think I've ever seen one like this. I think the ones I have seen are like the album cover, or you know what I mean. But to see one like this, like straight rap tee style with the colors and just like him all over it, and in this condition, like it's not even like fully faded.
I posted this on my story,
Yeah,
and then just yesterday I got like an Instagram notification where it's like, you can't have this or some shit.
Yeah.
I think it's because of that.
Oh,
like
they took it down?
Yeah, I was like,
Dude,
oh,
you're shadow
fuck.
banned.
And then what is that?
your shadow banned.
I was like,
that
damn.
makes sense because yesterday I was looking for your account to send. I was gonna. Somebody asked me why I'm in Hawaii, so I was gonna send your name to them, and I couldn't. You weren't popping up, and I was like, did he get shadow banned?
Yeah.
But I was like, he doesn't post nothing controversial. I guess this is why you got shadow banned.
The post is still there, so I'm like, I'm waiting for it to be like, your post is inappropriate.
Yeah. Oh, so Instagram, they messaged you.
No, it was just a story. It was like a notification. I opened Instagram in the morning to post, and I was like, I don't know, some long bullshit with this little picture of my story, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't take it down. That's weird.
My post is there.
But yeah, when I was looking for you, I couldn't find you, and that's probably what's going on. So basically, what a shadow ban is like, they'll flag something, they'll take for me, in my experience, they've taken the picture down. Yeah, and then for the 2 weeks after that, none of your hashtags work. Your reach is like lessened, like as far as like the amount of people that see your post when you post. Yeah.
That's hella
So
funny.
for the next 2 weeks, you might experience like lower than usual numbers, which kind of sucks.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, you never heard of that shadow
Nah.
ban? Yeah, dude. My homie's on a shadow ban right now, and he's like, Vintage Heatwave. He's like, dude, shit sucks, because he got something taken down. I mean, sorry, Vintage Materials.
Yeah. I was like, what? Nah, yeah, for sure.
I forget why. I think, my dad was telling me, he's like, I don't know if you should be in the picture early on. And I was like, why? And he's like, what if someone sees you on the streets or some shit? Because, like, I guess, like, he came from, like, Grammy background. So he's like, bro, someone's going to shoot you for that shirt, bro. And I'm like, nah, like, it's not like that. But I was like, you know, maybe one day someone might be like, oh, it's him. Like, that's an expensive shirt for sure. Like, let's go bum him up or some shit. So I cut my head out. And then it became a pattern of what we call, like, me and my girlfriend, like a fit and then flat. So I'll do fit, flat, fit, flat, fit, flat, constantly, like boom, 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 every other. So then when you scroll through it, I think it's just easy on your eyes. Yeah. I think it just makes sense, you know? And then people kind of like can continuously scroll instead of being like, and like get out of it, you know? So I think that might help my page. And then photo-wise, it'll be like, if I'm wearing a white shirt, I'm definitely not gonna be against like a white background. We look for like maybe something colorful, like if there's like a little color of the shirt, like red, maybe look like a little bit of red in the background. So then we kind of use that, which I think probably does help.
It does.
And then background, same kind of stuff.
Like for all this shit, I think my favorite thing about shirts is like, I like font. Like font and like ads and shit, like that's why I love downtown. You're like walking around, all different fonts and shit, like that shit hits to me. But it was like a bootleg Biggie, and it had this little, like Biggie in a chair, but the side print was like his face. And the letters look like flames.
Yeah.
It's like the hardest fucking print I've ever seen.
Yeah, little things like that set something off.
But this is one of my favorite Biggie shirts, just because it's a Bape shirt. So this story right here, I learned it from this guy. I think his name's like History Vault.
Okay, because my mind is like having trouble putting it together, because we got the Juanita tag, which is classic 90s tag, and then we got this Bape right here on the sleeve, and we got Biggie on there. So at first I'm like, this is a very unique looking Biggie tee from the 90s, and then you point out the Bape, and then he's wearing Bape.
Yeah, so the story is, he went to a photo shoot, and he didn't have the jacket on, but the guy taking the picture, he was like, yo bro, what the fuck, like what jacket is that? And he's like, bro, it's my homie Nigo, like he just started this shit, and he's like, let me have it, like let me put it on. But it was like a Japanese brand, so that shit was way too small for big. Yeah. So he just like put it over his shoulder, got photoed, and the guy's like, do you like it? Like, do you mess with it type shit? And he's like, yeah, bro. It's like, all right, I'm gonna hit up my homie. So he hit up Nigo. They made his size run of like whatever shit they had at the time, gave him a box, but while that box was being sent, he got shot.
Dude, this is crazy. I've never seen this. I would have never guessed that something like this existed.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm wondering where
that story is crazy. You never saw something?
I've never seen this.
History Vault.
Crazy.
History Vault.
How it was going on his way to his place and he died.
Wow.
Like, that is wild. Especially because it coming from Nigo.
How did you get this?
Instagram. So like, it was like when Biggie died. Yeah. So I was like looking through my rap tees, and I looked up like the hashtag rap tees. This guy posted his like RIP post, and I was like, damn, bro. Like I was like, I need that shit. And he's like, okay, 500. I was like, all right, bet. Just send it over, and he just sent it like day of.
Wow. So online snipe.
Yeah, Instagram.
So I know Bape, before they had like the official tag, they used, when it started in the 90s, they used to have printed on this tag, right? So this shirt was made shortly after his death
I couldn't tell you the
in
real
the 90s.
date. Definitely in the 90s, but they made like a colored version of it, like
Yeah.
of what the actual colors were,
Yeah.
with like a back date and a
Yeah.
little hit. And I think it was like either 2001
Yeah.
or 3.
Yeah, because so
So
to me,
this was before
yeah,
that.
it's insane. So after his death, he made kind of like a memorial tee
I guess so. I don't know how many there are either.
dedicated to that story. Wow, that's amazing.
Probably my favorite Dick story, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then this one, I got this shirt and the big pun from do you know who Rat Vintage Tee is?
Yes.
Yeah, so I got it from him. I've been wanting this one for so long.
Yeah.
And then it came in. It's kind of weird. So like, I like rap tees and stuff, but when you buy it,
Hmm.
it can look sick like right now.
Yeah.
But sometimes when I feel like you body it, it doesn't look right.
Right.
And this is one of them. Like I wanted it for so long.
It's kind of like burgers at McDonald's. Like on the menu, they look all
Yeah,
fat and
they
plumpy,
look
but when you get it, it
perfect.
looks like it was under someone's
Yeah,
driver's seat the whole
exactly.
time. Yeah.
I put it on. I'm like, it doesn't look right. Like I don't like it the way it looks on me.
Yeah.
But I still have it. I
But
think
this
it's
one
ill.
came in cool.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's sick.
Yeah, this is amazing. This one's really dope.
And like art tees are popping, but there's like a big art tee.
Hmm.
There's probably, I don't know. I think it's sick.
That's sick. So what's up with this one? It's it's RT.
I
Are you
couldn't
familiar
tell
with the
you-
artist?
I couldn't tell you. Nah, I actually don't
Crooklyn's
know.
finest. This is dope. Urban Vibe Worldwide.
Yeah, I've never heard of them.
So this was like, because I noticed on episodes that I do with different people, they'll have a few pieces of just like a random streetwear brand from the 90s with like, it'll have like some dude in baggy pants
Yeah.
looking all crazy.
Oh,
you know?
yeah,
And
like
just
Jinko.
yeah, like a cartoon dude or like just different things like that. And this kind of looks like that artwork. So it's kind of like one of these young streetwear brands like that were trying to start up during that time. And they did a Biggie artwork.
I wish
That's
it was
really
a
cool.
year.
This is great. Yeah, I know, right? I'm like
That'd be
looking for the
sick.
year right there. But I mean, year or not, this is dope. Made in
Yeah.
USA, single stitch, and just the artwork kind of reflects those pieces like that I was just saying, you know? I think of those different brands that came up, the one that is the most famous is like Stussy that had these kind of like, well, they never really had this kind of cartoony artwork, but it was always like that tagger type of graffiti type look, you know what I'm saying? That's really cool. Anything on the back of this one? No?
Nah.
That's dope.
And then I just got this one in. It's a TLC, but it's hella faded.
Faded.
Like, bro, you can barely see them. But the back is good.
Yeah.
That's what always trips me out. Like, sometimes we get a rap tee,
Yeah.
but the front would just be completely gone. and then the back is just there, and you're like, what the fuck happened?
He probably just hugged a lot of people and just like wore that front graphic off.
I saw this one Pac shirt, and it was like a big face Pac,
Yeah.
but it literally just had his nose. And I
nose
was
was
like,
off?
bro, I want it just for that. Yeah. It was funny.
Yeah, that's funny that you say that because, yeah, a fade will definitely give a shirt a lot of character, you know?
It fits so sick. It's like
It's
a really
dope.
baggy, loose fit.
Yeah. I love just the repetition of the artist's face on these rap tees. It's like, here's the three of them. And here's the three of them again, bigger.
It's like all magazine covers and stuff.
That's sick. This was like probably when they were younger because she looks like, does she have braces or is that the
Nah,
fade?
the funny part is like, so like, I guess that's why it was the price it was, because
Yeah.
the fade, like low-key
Yeah.
wasn't the best because her
Right.
teeth look a little funny.
Yeah.
And she low-key looks like she has a mustache.
She looks like she just ate like a spinach salad or something.
Yeah. Sometimes fades aren't the best,
Yeah.
but it's funny still.
Yeah. But yeah, and that's another thing, like fading is, the quality of a fade is all up to interpretation because like some people will sell, like this might be sold to you for cheaper because of the fade, but I'm like, dude, this is sick.
Some heads are like, it's worth more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Shoe-wise, I think this is my favorite shoe, or like best shoe I have. It's the Ari Menthol 10s.
Yeah.
So do you know, his name's Ari Foreman. And do you know what what are they called? Shoot. Oh, the Espos. Yeah, he helped make the Espos with his homie. But this is his shoe. Bro, it's insane.
That's crazy.
It's like signed. This is my favorite. It's like, it has little money signs instead of stars.
Right.
And the
The little
inside is like a
details.
cigarette butt.
Yeah. So was this a Nike shoe or?
Nah, so he made it in like, not disrespect, but he collects Nikes himself. But he thought like, what's this brand called? Newport's? He's like, Newport ripped Nike, like heavy. And then he's also like, doesn't like smoking, doesn't condone it, and he thinks like the both of them have like, what's the word? Like the way they sell it isn't the best, I guess. So he's kind of against it. So this is like his like fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's ew. Comes with like a little picture. It came with an ashtray, and then if you went to a certain store, it came with a shirt.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for the shirt and the ashtray hella bad.
Sick.
But it's probably the craziest shoe.
And the shoe box is like a
cigarette box.
pack. That's
Yeah.
sick.
I think it's like, how many are there? 252. I traded a rap tee for this.
Wow.
It was like my favorite come up probably.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, no way.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is probably like my favorite story kind of shoe.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What keeps you like doing this shit?
See, I feel like that's why I want to make clothes, because like I don't like to be comfortable really. Like I like comfort, it's a good place to be, but like I feel like when you're comfortable you get lazy, and then when you get lazy, like you're gonna fall off. So like at this point I'm comfortable with where I am, like Instagram wise and all that shit. So now I'm trying to get like start all over. Now I'm making clothes. Now I'm gonna be like probably one of the worst. Like it's not good, bro, but eventually hopefully like it leads up to being like, oh damn, like that's you, bro, like you make that shit. And be like, yeah, bro, like I want to be making clothes at the level of my Instagram. I'm not saying like I'm like huge or nothing, but like just like not the smallest, you know what I mean?